All right, if I can get your attention, please. So students and parents, as you're coming in, most of you are already here anyway, if you can move toward the front. Come on now, you're sitting there with 3.0s, 3.5 GPAs and stuff like that, and you're sitting in the back. That doesn't make sense to me. Come on up here. Don't let me call you out. Don't let me walk back there. Come on up here in front. Oh, so you're going to just sit there. Do I need to call a name? Come on up here. Come on this side. Come on up. Come on up. So this is going to be an opportunity for you to go ahead and take advantage of what we have for today. We are going to start out by having Walsh University talk to us. And we have special guests that's included, so I'm going to be introducing them in a minute. Then after that, there's going to be an opportunity for you, after Mr. Venturella speaks to you for a few minutes, for you to quickly grab snacks. And then we're going to have the 2 breakout sessions that we need to get you down there immediately so that you can interact with the folks that have set this up for you. We have the oil and gas piece for those students that are along that technical track and whatnot. And then those students that are part of the medical piece, we have NeoMed and we have a special guest there. And we also have the Marvins that are going to be speaking to you and making contact with you. So I am going to start off by not taking up much time because Walsh is going to do a presentation. That's probably going to take 20-25 minutes and then give you an opportunity to go and ask any questions. We are going to have this information, this PowerPoint slide, and they're going to have some information for you to get in contact with them. So we'll start out by introducing Gabriel Gonzalez and also a special guest who is a graduate of the class of 2011. Laurice Hill, who is a student up at Walsh University now. So both of them are going to speak to you. Give them your attention, please.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Well, thanks for having me. Already told you guys my name, but I want to give you guys a quick background about myself. I'm originally from Elizabeth, New Jersey, and I've been living in Ohio for about 12 years now. And what brought me to Ohio was an athletic scholarship at my alma mater, University of Akron. But I always thought that being the first one to go to college in my family, I had to learn many things on my own. So working in admissions, I kind of feel like the liaison, between that transition from high school into college. And I feel as though I play a vital part of your life with the transition and process. So again, I feel like I have to give back to everyone who is looking into continuing their education after high school. So that's what brought me here to Walsh. I did some volunteer work at the University of Akron and also worked in admissions before in Cleveland at a local college called Sanford Brown College. And now I'm here, was given an opportunity at Walsh University, which I found to be a great school here in the North Canton area. A little bit about Walsh, 4-year private Catholic liberal arts college. It was founded by the Brothers of Christian Instruction in 1958. Well, we're located in North Canton, so I don't necessarily have to tell you, we're 20 minutes from Akron and an hour away from Cleveland. But some of the key attractions in the area, like Belden Village Mall, who's in the Guinness Book of World Records for the most shopping attraction in a small area. So it's pretty cool. Some points to touch on besides the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Here near the campus, right across the street from the campus on Maple Street, on East Maple Street, we have the Washington Square Plaza, which is basically a convenient location for our students. As you can see, we have Giant Eagles and the Handel's Ice Cream, who's only in Ohio, by the way. I feel is the best ice cream place in the world. Just about 3,000 students attended Walsh University. Out of the 3,000, let's say 2,000 are undergraduates. And I also target the international part of recruiting for Walsh University. So I deal with many students from 37 different countries, but also the western states from Ohio in the United States. So looking at typical class size, student to professor ratio, I'd say within your first 2 years at Walsh University is going to be about 20 to 25. You're going to be taking a lot of general ed classes. You're going to be taking classes with students from various majors. But some people are also undecided. But again, when you're looking more so taking classes within your major now, the class size kind of downsized a little bit. You're talking about 13 to 1. Student to professor ratio. I feel that our students are very, very successful in this environment. I mean, you get that personalized attention. You know, you get that personalized attention from your professor. You know who they are, they know who you are. You're starting to understand, you know, college a little bit, time management, a little bit of time management. Again, you're building that rapport with your professor. I can remember when, you know, again, I went to the University of Akron, and it was great for me. But I do remember times when I took classes like humanities, where I got 300 people in my classroom, and when I go to ask, you know, for some assistance, I'm directed to go to the syllabus to read a chapter. I don't have that connection with my professor. You don't know who I am. I mean, he's probably teaching just 1,000 students throughout that semester. But again, you know, you're talking about a smaller class size. You know, you get that personalized attention. You know who you are. He know who you are, and you know who he is. You know, as far as the style of learning. So we feel like it's very, very beneficial for our students in this type of small environment to be successful. Also, we have academic support center. And one thing I like to point out is having an academic advisor who's constantly meeting with you throughout the semester is very, very important. I mean, you're laying down the foundations towards graduation, you know, within 4 years, where just about 60% of our students graduate in 4 years at Walsh University. Another thing we have is also career centers. You know, we were talking about gathering internships, clinical hours, and there's various off-campus jobs that we have on opportunities provided for our students. Also, the Wellness Center. Guys, trust me, you ever heard about the Freshman 15? It's true. It is true, all right? Unluckily for myself, when I played football, I gained about 30 pounds my first semester. But again, you have the opportunity to have wellness facilities on campus. So yeah, you know, you're gonna have fun, you're gonna eat, you know, you're gonna socialize a little bit, but again, you know, you wanna stay active, you have opportunity. We have some facilities actually in the dorms, as well as some athletic teams utilize some athletic facilities, and you as a student also are able to participate in those in the facility of weight room and wellness. But again, team is in there, you know, you probably get bumped out. But again, you have an opportunity to utilize some of these facilities. Davis Campus Center, Student Union, located. As soon as you actually pull into Walsh University, you'll see the Davis Campus Center. It's a nice building. You'll constantly see students hanging out in this location. But again, this is my office is located, the bookstore is located, Starbucks, of course, you know, real famous on campus. Also in the plaza across the street from campus. So, and talk a little bit about the programs that we do have here, like the business. We about to have a new major in this program. Will be here in the fall 2015, which will be finance. So pretty cool. We also have plenty of internship opportunity with local corporations. Just to see some, you know, Tim getting Goodyear as well. Some of the programs that we actually get hands-on experience in the business department. Studying abroad opportunity, as you can see, we have trips to Rome. We have campuses right outside of Rome, London, New York City, of course. I mean, I feel like it's the mecca of business, of course, but in Milan. But you also have a professional mentor in this program. Education. We actually have a STARS program that most of our students will have the opportunity to help students in the inner city school with like the after school program. So you'll be receiving some hands-on experience as well, and also have opportunity for a pre-student teaching location and a student teacher location. The humanities department, you see various majors. One I'd like to point out as far as communication, and also corporate communication. Corporate communication, if you're looking for, you know, the business aspect and the communication aspect, it's kind of like two majors in one, you know, just half and half. But again, you know, you're looking at top graduate schools that we actually send our undergraduates to from the humanities department. they're going for their MBA, going to law school, and also their PhD programs. Employment opportunities, you're looking at working for nonprofit organizations, maybe you're becoming a journalism or professional writing, public relations. Tons of opportunity in this field. Language and letters, guys, I feel that this is one of my best programs because I'm actually going to pursue Spanish in the master's program because, for one, again, I'm Hispanic, Gabriel Gonzalez. A lot of people didn't pick up on that, but and what blessed me of being Hispanic, of course, and growing up in an American society is that I know 2 languages. All right, I'm fluent in Spanish, and plenty of opportunities again to know 2 languages. I mean, I'm more marketable when you're going out to the field and you're applying for jobs. I mean, again, it's a wonderful opportunity. If you want to become an interpreter, again, you know 2 languages. There's plenty of opportunity, guys. I would really look at pursuing maybe a language in a minor. So, math and science. One thing I like to point out is our pre-professional program is gearing our students towards to grad school. As you can see in this program, you have pre-medical, pre-dental. You're talking about pre-veterinarian. And this program is real cool because if you pursue this program and you find out that maybe you might not want to go pre-med, you might want to go pre-dental. The coolest thing is that you can transition right into this program and you won't have to take an extra class because some of the classes are all so much similar, okay? We're talking about being majoring in chemistry, majoring in biology, computer science. With computer science, it's very similar to computer engineering. Also exercise science. I know a lot of people like to pursue sports management, and we do not have sports management, but we found exercise science to be an alternate route to the sports management department. Again, plenty of opportunities where you could work as a trainer in athletic facilities, and you're going to be working with multiple sports. Division of Math and Science, as you can see again, the career outlook, and we say this was in the past 4 years. Okay, this is the career outlook within the past 4 years, but plenty of internship opportunity. As you can see, some of the top graduate schools that we actually send our students to. The nursing program. We feel as though we have one of the top nursing programs in Ohio. As you can see, the NCLEX is a state exam that most of our students pass this exam at 98.44%. So a lot of our professors is gearing our students to graduate this exam and actually get a job. As you can see, within the past just about 2 years, the job placement has been 98%. Within the past 4 years, we just over 95%. And a lot of our students actually, if they have not gained a job, they actually pursued a master's in nursing. Some of the career outlooks, some of the places where most of our students get their clinical hours and internships are in this area. As you can see, Mercy Allman, also Active Children's, Cleveland Clinic as well. Now, most people, they think, why would I travel over to Cleveland Clinic? Well, you know what? We have a buddy system going on. Trying to make sure that, we try to get you guys to carpool a little bit, kind of save you guys a little bit of money, all right, when you have to travel out that way. Of course, criminal justice, if you want to pursue criminal justice, of course, the family studies, guys, various opportunities, homeland security, social worker, physical therapist as well, one of our most intense fields to pursue. A lot of our students actually, by the junior year, are actually being recruited from employment. Feel that physical therapist program is such a demand, such a high demand. All right, it's a growing profession. Division of Theology. If anybody wanted to pursue, anything with the religion aspect, and we are Catholic. Just about 50% of students on campus is Catholic based, but again, it's one of those situations that, hey, everybody's invited, nobody's required, but as far as the theology aspect, the division of theology aspect, you do have to take 2 classes in this field. Global learning, guys, we actually have a Blue program that is new to the university. But again, we have opportunities to study abroad. It doesn't matter what major that you are pursuing. But again, this is very, very, very a great opportunity for our students to, you know what, gain some global experience in your field of study. We actually send students to Tanzania, Rome, and Uganda, and I mean, it's tons of opportunity. It's tons of opportunity, and I encourage everyone and everybody, anybody that works at Walsh University will always encourage you to take advantage of the global experience that you will gain. All right. We also, I think we just finished our 13th Habitat Home. So we had done, I think, just about over 36,000 hours of volunteer work just about last year or towards the end of this year. We're closing into. Athletic aspect, we just became a Division II school, and it's great competition. I mean, we have a lot of people that, you know, overlook D1 schools and you know, they want to play right now. You know, they want to play right now and they want to go to D2 school, smaller school, and compete. You know, and I, you know, taking from a sports background, you know, I play football, so I've been in a situation where I was on the same team with many people from junior colleges, smaller schools, Division III schools, so it's tons of opportunity. If you wanted to go the athletic route, it really depends on what you provide in your athletic career. It's not about what school you go to and, you know, what's the name of the school and anything like that. Again, it's all about, you know, what you can do as an athlete, all right, to progress your career, of course. But also have just about 50 student organizations on hand. I'm actually in the process of talking to some students. Again, I told you I oversee the international aspect of the recruitment at Walsh University. So I'm trying to hopefully encourage some students to have a multicultural student organization. And again, this is for connection basis. We have a lot of people on campus who, you know, who are some don't want to step out a little bit, you know, and just start to connect a couple people. But I think that with a little bit of guidance, I think in myself and some other students who want to really start to connect, we have tons of opportunity for that. Marching band, of course, and choir. We are now starting to provide scholarships for band and choir. We are actually about to have just about 15-minute tryout. And again, if you really want to pursue band or choir, major opportunity. You don't have to do it in high school, but again, if it's something that you really want to try out and walk onto, there are opportunities for that. Intramural sports. One thing I like to point out about the intramural sports, I love, of course, is dodgeball. Last time I played dodgeball was in 8th grade. Now I would just love to have the opportunity, again, recreationally, just to have a chance to hit somebody with the bat, with the volleyballs, or whatever it may be. But trust me, guys, after middle school, you don't really get to play dodgeball like that anymore. But high school, I think I've seen somebody play once. But again, you know, you have plenty of opportunity to play volleyball, basketball, of course. Okay, thank you. Yes, but again, also campus ministry. We have campus ministry on, I think, just about 11 a.m. Is it 11 a.m.? 11 a.m. And, you know, again, it's one of those situations where everybody's invited, nobody's required. Nobody's going to keep tabs on, you know, whether you're going or not. The application process, guys, as you can see, what I like to do is I usually like to bring applications with me. And I did it because it was Sunday, and I should have better prepared, but at the same time, I'm in communication with some of the people here, and I could actually bring some down if you are interested, so I could possibly waive the fee. But if you do it online, they will charge you just about $15 or so. Also, to be accepted, we would need your official transcripts and your ACT score. Now, and of course, we have a requirement. I would say just about a 2.5 GPA, maybe a 2.4 GPA, and 18 ACT score. All right, we get you in. But again, just the average GPA at Walsh University is 3.3. Average ACT is a 22 and a 23. All right. With your fine academics throughout the high school career, you have qualified for a merit scholarship, but again, it depends what tier you may fall in, anywhere from 8,000 to 14,000 in scholarship. This scholarship right here is actually yearly renewed, So everybody's had opportunity for this as well. Highly encourage everyone to fill out a FAFSA. We just about 98% of our students actually receive financial aid of some sort, okay, who attend Walsh University. And also, we have this Friday, actually, we have an open house. I really do encourage you guys to come on campus, visit the campus, and you know, kind of shadow somebody on an open house day throughout, you know, and just get that college experience. And again, a lot of people make the decision off of the open house, if not, you know, they kind of schedule just a day throughout the week, or maybe even Saturdays that we are there. We provide opportunities for you guys to have a tour and actually meet with me or any other advisors on campus. So right now I'm going to have Larice come up just a bit. She's a little shy. She shouldn't be shy. But she's going to come up a bit. She actually came from the experience of early college, so she's going to explain a little bit more.
I don't know if I need a mic. Can you guys hear me? Okay, good. All right, so I am a junior at Walsh University. Just like Gabe, I like to give back. I know you probably haven't seen my class in forever. You're probably like, I've never seen her. But I don't care. I will always come back because I do think it's important for you guys to know about the next step. Like, I know everyone talks about when you graduate, it's going to be so easy in college. But the next step, when you actually do get there, you're going to have trials, you're going to have tests. It's going to, you know what I mean? It's going to be hard. But knowing that you've taken those filler classes here at early college makes your experience in the university so much easier. I'm gonna be honest, I changed my major 3 times. Now, it was always science, so it made it easier, but I was able to have that flexibility because I had so many credits transfer over. I went to Walsh and had 70 credits transfer over. So it was, I really could have graduated last semester and I just didn't to fulfill my requirements. So you have that flexibility. Whereas other students, you know, when they're going to Ohio State just as a freshman, you can't really change your major that much without extending time. So that's like one of the main things I want, you know, parents mainly to get, that you do get to shave off a lot of time when you are here at early college. But just for you guys as the students, just making sure you really retain the information. Like, there's a lot of classes you're like, this is so dumb. But like, really retaining that, because I promise you it comes back up. It comes back up and you're like, oh my God, I remember that. Like, that was so easy. So it really, really helps you. And to get involved in the university in some aspects, I'm a resident assistant, I'm a tutor, I give tours, so if you come to Walsh, ask for me. I work at the front desk. Like, get involved, do stuff, because you'll have that time because you did all of your academic stuff here at early college. So really do that and make sure you make yourself marketable, because early college is already going to make you have a bright star just right next to you because you've already taken so many credits. But besides that, just taking every opportunity that early college gives you. If there's an optional tour or optional visit, take it. If there's an optional meeting with someone who's in some type of professional field, even if it's not your field, go to try and get connected with someone else. Because, oh my God, sorry. Because when you do get to college, you know, as a freshman, your freshman year, you're considered a junior. So you do have that marketability skills. Whereas other people, as a freshman, you're a freshman. So you're kind of like, okay, you kind of have some time. But you guys, you'll walk in as a junior and you can really have those marketability skills to start doing internships and shadowing and doing, you know, working with different people to kind of get into that field. So, like, just knowing that you guys do take this opportunity and really embellish it. Like, I know me, Matt, Hannah, like, we had class together and we had so much fun, and, you know, coming back knowing that, like, it was all really, really worth it to you. Because I know sometimes people are like, oh, is this really going to be worth it? It really is, trust me. Like, I thank God for early college every day. Is there any questions? Is there anything I can answer? Because I don't really know what to say with guys, what you guys have questions for.
Since you were an early college student going in, did you stay in dorms?
Yes.
Were you in freshman dorms or were you in the
Yes. I actually could have chosen to be in an upperclassman dorm, but I did the freshman dorm to be acquainted with freshmen, because the upperclassmen already know their friends. So it would kind of be hard for me to get adjusted to the college life being with upperclassmen. So I wanted to stay with the freshmen, still get the people that I'd be in class with. Any other questions?
Any questions for me or Maurice?
As far as application?
What year did you graduate from early college?
2012.
Okay.
Yeah. Tuition.
Tuition is right now is tuition and fees is $36,609. All right, a year. A year. And again, but you're given the merit scholarship all pay. And again, you're looking at anywhere from $8,000 to $14,000 shaved off the $36,609. And also, again, if we have tons and tons of financial aid, you see, just about $26 million that we actually funnel back into financial aid for our students. So we do make it affordable. We always say that the $36,609 is a sticker price. You guys eventually in the future will go buy a car, all right, and you will see the sticker price, and eventually you're going to say, I'm not paying the sticker price, all right? I'm going to try to talk it down a bit. So that's how we approach it, and we just try to make it affordable for all students the best we can. And trust me, if you really do want to go to Walsh University, we will see that you go to Walsh University.
Speaking of the financial aid part, for me, Walsh was actually cheaper than any other school for me. So just like keep that in mind, like, because I seen that, I was like, no, I'm not doing this. And then I like talked to them, and I went to the state schools, and they were like, oh, you're paying $12,000 a year. And then I went to Walsh, and they were like, oh, $4,000. I was like, oh, I'm totally doing this. So like, don't let that scare you away, because your credits and your GPA from early college will really help you with that merit scholarship to shave off all that money. So, any other personal questions as far as college, experience, anything like that? What I learned, what I know? I am a biology pre-medicine. The classes here that probably most helped me with that is I took organic chemistry here. So I have to take it again because our requirements at our school are a little bit higher. But a lot of it is just kind of reviewing it. So it's a lot easier for me than it is for a lot of other students because it's just their first seeing it. Whereas me, I still have my notes from early college, so it's like, oh, she taught it to me differently, so I like this way that she taught it, so I'm just gonna use that. So I have my like cheat codes, which other people wouldn't have. Other things that are really helpful is I already knew how to study, whereas a lot of other people don't know how to study. They're like, I don't know what to do, and I already know what works for me. I'm like, oh, I know I have to read the book, I know I have to highlight, so that really, really helped me. And just knowing like my kind of time, like I know that like I can't study, right before a test, whereas a lot of people think they can, and I learned here that you can't do that. You have to kind of study every single day. So like those tidbits that I learned here are really, really helpful for me now in college. So.
And again, everybody will be enrolled into like the GE 100 class, which is basically like freshman orientation, and you have the opportunity to learn how to be more organized, how to study, utilize some of the resources that we have on campus, like tutoring, and actually, connecting with your academic advisor as well. And I mean, tons and tons of opportunity in that GE 100 class.
And to like add back to your question, for my English classes here, I was writing 10 to 15 page papers. Like I was doing research papers. I know MLA format, I know APA format. Went to Walsh, I've not had a single English class because all of them transferred over. So and people now. I actually help people write papers. Like I am a reading and writing tutor, so I do help them write papers now because I know that. So that's also a money maker being a tutor. So like knowing that stuff now has helped me to like shave off another extra class that I don't need because I already know English and things like that. So yeah. You had a question?
Between the academic advisor, between the coach, it will make sure that they're not scheduling some of your classes during practice time, so they can it all works itself out. And even with athletics, if you have like a test or anything like that, and you actually traveled and you had a competition or anything like that, we'll see to like try to make sure we find a time that you can take that test, maybe before or after competition. And just and I want to iterate to you guys too that dealing with a small university, like Walsh, you wear a lot of hats. So I'm just not an admissions counselor. Like any one of my students that you probably enroll or anything like that. I usually am more involved with, hey, if you're not going to class, by the second day, hey, the professor probably going to reach out to me like, hey, have you heard from Daniel? No, I haven't heard from Daniel. Well, let me see how I can get in contact with him. So we are more involved, especially with sports. So kind of make sure that, again, we all on the same boat, trying to get you guys to become successful as possible.
Any other questions? Anything? Any parents' questions? Student questions?
I like to think, gotcha.
Yeah. What classes didn't transfer over? It's really case by case, but mostly science is like the really determinant. Like if you have to get above a C here for it to transfer over to most private schools. Now state schools, my friends, everything transfer over. As long as they got a stand above, it transfer over. Private schools are more particular on science classes, so as long as you get above that. So it really was just my OChem class. Everything else, everything transferred.
Any other questions? All right, I did pass out a card for you guys to provide some information. If you did fill it out, could you please actually send it up to the front. The application process, again, if you are interested in receiving an application, I should be in contact with the early college person that oversees the department.
Ms. Werner?
Ms. Verna, actually. Ms. Verna. And again, we'll help you fill out applications if you ever need to come back, and so we can get the process rolling. But again, I do encourage you guys. We have an open house this Friday. I will encourage you guys to come. Bring your parents. But again, it's a great opportunity for you guys to actually see the campus, kind of shadow some students. Get to eat at the cafeteria. Get to see the dorms. So. Again, it's a great opportunity, and if I was you guys, I wouldn't pass up on that. But again, I encourage you to do so. And Vernon will actually have my contact information if you have any other questions besides anything that you was pondering about. All right. I'd like to thank you guys once again for having me here, giving you a little bit of information about law. Thank you for reaching out.
No problem. And if you guys need me, just find me on Facebook or something. I can totally help you guys out with any questions or comments.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. A couple of things. I don't think, it's been a while since we met in the general session because the last two seminars we had were all college related, also at Akron and Kent, and then Malone and Mount Union. So first thing I'd like to do is all of the new camp students this year, could you just stand up for 2 seconds? We'd like to say hi to you. Thank you. We had binders, I believe, for most of you. We didn't have inserts. We have 10 cards for you. Trust me, by the next meeting, the next formal meeting will be in January. We'll have everything together for you, okay? Those binders, I think you can talk to any of the other camp kids. Some of them are loaded. I saw Mackenzie's is about this thick so far, and I know Hannah's got one back there that's this thick. Everything we pass out, the bios you have, all of the information you'll gather in the sessions, the breakout sessions, put them in your binders. Those binders will become, for you, your resumes in the future. There'll be reference points. A lot of the information we give, statistics on jobs, careers, salaries, so on and so forth, that's a place for you to keep everything in one spot. Those binders stay here until you say, could I please have that back? We'll give it to you. We'd like to keep it all in one place. Mr. Bruner's a little nervous about letting the students have those and trusting them to return with them and remembering them each month. So we'll get it squared away by then. Also, I got to do this because you guys came a long way. So all of you that graduated this year and attending college now, could you please stand up?
That's our elderly camp group. That makes Mr. Sypek and I feel better. You're joining our ranks. You're getting closer to us. Really, look, I'm so happy to see everybody here. Thank you for coming. I got one other announcement, and then we're going to get into some exciting breakouts. We have a holiday celebration coming, our second annual holiday celebration. It's December 14th. It's going to be right here, out in Habitat. It's going to start at 3 o'clock, okay? Not 2 o'clock. It's going to start at 3 o'clock. Everyone in your family is invited, okay? So you'll get the slip. I believe Tabitha this week will send out the invitation, okay? You'll need to return the slip with how many people. Please get back. It's important we know how many are coming, we have the right amount of food and drinks, okay? We have a special speaker, pretty exciting speaker this year. We had a good one last year, very funny. This year we have an exciting speaker, I'm not going to tell you who it is. So we also need some help on setup and some other things, so if you'd like to volunteer to help out, Mrs. Berner. You can see Mrs. Bruna, Tabitha. If they volunteer to help out for this holiday celebration, they'll come see you. Okay, great. We already enlisted our famous cupcake chef maker and her husband over here. Extraordinaire. Cupcake extraordinaire. All right. Without further ado, we have two sessions today. One is Dr. Eric Porfelli. I believe he's Vice President of Admissions for Neomed. Great session. The second session is another great session. I believe she is a professor at the University, at Stark State, I believe. A friend of Mr. LaRocca is going to do a session on the oil and gas industry, which is booming in Ohio. So can I get a show of hands for how many are attending the oil and gas presentation? Hi, please. Okay, great. That's in room 116. If you grab something quick and make your way down there, and the Neomed session is in room 114. Okay, thank you.
so I